Welcome to the new series we have, a brand new one on how you have to laugh being a healthcare professional and why you have to laugh to get through it. A lot of pressure right now they're under, aren't they? Of course, if you're in the healthcare industry, you know this. There's always pressure. I mean, you're dealing with people on the worst day of their lives where they're the most scared and the most frightened and they're worried about life and death. And that's what they do every day. That's what you healthcare workers do every day. So why wouldn't there be stress? So I decided I wanted to put together a whole series of class on just that. And I met a couple guys you may be interested in. The first guy is Dr. Bernie Siegel, one of the first guys ever that came up with, we have to laugh through cancer and we have to find a way to find some joy and some humor to get us through hospice and the grieving process. He started the first hospice with Elizabeth Kubler-Ross up in Connecticut. The second guy, you've heard of him. There was a movie about him, Dr. Patch Adams, the real guy, the real Patch Adams. Patch agreed. Actually, Patch invited me to his home and wanted to be a part of the series. How about that? So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to introduce you to Patch and Bernie, let you know where they're coming from in the healthcare industry, a little bit about them, and then I'll come back and we'll kind of wrap up what's going on. But this is a great way to start it from people who've done it for a long time. They can give you advice and guidance and how humor and laughter can help them and what they've been through. Enjoy the guys. See you in a bit.
My life is not easy, okay? And the thing that keeps me functioning is that kid in me.
If you want to have fun every day and not ever burn out and be able to work all the time and to be in the worst of situations and never have it hurt you, become funny.
What do I do for therapy? I go to Stop and Shop.
Love what you do. Be playful. Play.
The window has a big sign, senior discount on Tuesday. So I get to the desk and I said to the kid, I want my discount. And he says, it's Friday. I said, I'm a senior. How the hell do I remember what day it is? I want my discount. I thought it was Tuesday. I got a whole bunch of coupons, see?
I grew up a strange child. I did not fit in. I didn't like male behavior. Sports seemed like another way for men to hurt each other. And I grew up on army bases and a lot of men were bullies. And I found that if I was funny, that they didn't hit the person that made them laugh. So that was one reason. I was also a nerd, and I found that if I made straight A's that I could be very badly behaved and they'd never really punish me. And then I started to get addicted to making people laugh.
Years ago, okay, I'm a surgeon. In medical school, you're not taught how to deal with loss. I mean, one of the reasons I became a doctor was to help people. See, that's something that isn't looked into. You know, you write an application, why do you want to be a doctor? Oh, I'll write nice things down so the dean will accept me. But, you know, a lot of students, truthfully, say, I'm fascinated by the human body. And then people show up. So they have a problem with people. I love people. But then I realized, you can't save everyone. Kids are dying. Why would God do, I mean, all these issues that I'm dealing with.
I would enter rooms where there were 3 starving children per bed, 8 beds to a room. And so in one panorama, you watch 24 mothers on the day their child is dying because there's no heart and soul in the governments of our global community and in the corporations that say it's inexcusable that we're not feeding everybody.
And I started keeping a journal. My wife found it, and I hid it because it was tragic. In other words, if my heart was breaking, I'd make a couple of notes. And what I noticed at first was I didn't remember what the notes were about when I got home. You know, like you'd write kid in emergency room. And I'd get home and say, what the hell is that about? And I realized that's buried in you, and you can't even deal with it.
That a person can choose in every moment to love everybody, to be kind and playful. And that's why I chose at 18 to be happy all the time and to be a public nuisance for joy.
One night I was so tired I forgot to hide it. She found it. She said to me, there's nothing funny in your journal. I said, my life is not funny.
I'm not about funny. I love funny. You know, how many starving children do you need to hold in your arms before you either, you know, crumble or become apathetic? So I'm here to do something.
She said, honey, you tell us jokes at the table about what happened in the hospital. And this was one of them. I'm making rounds. I walk into a room. I pull the curtain. There's a totally naked lady sitting there who I don't know. I'm in the wrong room. And I'm in street clothes, okay? She starts shrieking, and I said, hey, it's okay, I'm a doctor. And I pulled the curtain and I got out of there. The next day, I came on the floor. Every woman was in the doorway of her room with a handkerchief yelling, "Yoo-hoo, are you coming in today?" See? And that never got in my journal. My wife, oh yeah, that's a true story. My wife would say that, see, she would repeat this, say, "That's what you tell us at dinner, but it never gets in your journal." And because all I felt and remembered was the pain. You don't remember the humor. But she was the one who said, "Honey," yeah, and she woke me up. You gotta make a note about the good things that happen too. So when you come home, they get in your journal also. And your day isn't just focused on all the pain. And boy, that helped enormously.
When I was in my third mental hospitalization at the age of 18 and said, "You don't kill yourself, you dummy, you make revolution," and I designed myself as a revolutionary, I said, make models of change to serve humanity. And then in designing myself, I said, be happy. The most revolutionary act you can commit in today's society is to be publicly happy. Be revoltingly, disgustingly happy.
Be happy. The most revolution, isn't that amazing? Be happy. And it goes right with what Bernie was talking about, which is write down. You have to remember, happiness is nothing more than what you think about. You're going to be miserable if you think about the miserable stuff. You're going to be happy if you think about the happy stuff. It's just that simple. It's what you think about. Thanks, Bernie and Patch. You're going to be with us throughout the series. Now, the next class coming up, Bernie and Patch will explain about the feelings they go through as a healthcare provider and also what the people you're caring for go through. You don't want to miss this. This is a great one. You're going to enjoy it. I'll look forward to seeing you then.